I'm Sabina. That's me, the colorful one. And that's my husband Rabi, the one with the love of packing power strips while traveling. For the longest time, it was only the two of us. In 2017, our son came into the world, and just like that, we were the happy three. Last year, in 2022, weeks before our son turned 5, our daughter was born and made our family complete. We now had some logistical problems to solve as we did not have a nursery. But we did have a PC gaming room, which unfortunately had to go. For how we turned this into this, please watch our very first video on this channel. In this video, we will tackle the task of finding a permanent or a semi-permanent home for our now homeless PC. We really hope you will join us once more as we attempt a new project. Yes, so this is what we ended up with. And what about this?
Easy. I got one more rope. Just hook it here and drag it along.
Funny. So we can't fit it into the car because it won't fit through the door. So I am going to guard this one with my life while Rabi goes to deliver the other one. So see you in a bit.
In case you were wondering what we were doing there, we were picking up 2 IKEA Ivar cabinets purchased through Facebook Marketplace in order to convert one of them into a hidden PC desk as found on this website. If you wonder what happened to the second cabinet considering the issues we ran into during the build, let's just say it's living happily on a farm somewhere with lots of outdoor space.
Hi. Yeah, this is the cabinet that we've been talking about that we're gonna make into a hidden desk. So, as you can see, you have a couple of shelves. One of these will be for the retractable desk for the keyboard. The other part will actually be working as the actual desk, because the top lid here, it's supposed to be the lid which you actually can fold up. So we're going to have a monitor that will be set in here, and apart from that, you have the bottom, which I will have to I actually have to cut out a bit of it so that I can fit my legs or Sabina's legs, whoever's sitting by the desk. We've got everything except for one part, which we've been debating a lot, and we haven't settled on anything yet. And those are the actual legs, because the cabinet will not be standing straightly on the floor. There will actually be some legs, which gives it a little bit of a height, more accustomed, more to what we are accustomed to when it comes to the actual desk. So yeah, what I'll start doing is disassemble everything, because we need to be reworking everything. So I guess I'll just get my tool set and start. Right. just gotta measure out about what length we need to have for the resting. So if you imagine, let's see, what? If you imagine that this is the back end, the lid of the actual desk will sit in here, but then swivel upwards. It needs to rest somewhere, and I just drew a very fancy line here, which will be the top end. I bought a piece of wood, which I will glue in and then nail in afterwards. So I just need to measure about how long I want it to be, because we do have a bit of a space here, which I need to take into account when cutting the piece. I don't want it to be too long, because then I won't be able to lift the actual lid. So let's say 35 centimeters should be enough. Yeah, I'll go with 35 centimeters times 2. Clearly won't be needing these for the time being. What I understood was that these are actually for if you want to set up like a door or something, and if you need to do some work on that, which might actually be a project for us later on, another time. We do have some ideas, but for this I'll just need clamps on either end, and it's gonna saw through there, right where I made the mark.
Yeah, this is the thing we're talking about.
And I just realized that even if we did not have this one, we still have cables that go out a bit from the behinds on the backside.
Yeah.
So all in all, I would need approximately 11.5 centimeters of distance from the front side of the screen to where the backside meets.
So basically, we were gonna just attach the screen with these to the board.
Yeah, something like this, and then just go straight towards the wood over here. But
we could have done this with this distance. I think it would have been enough for the cables.
No.
No?
No.
No, okay. He said no. But anyway, now we have to
extend
now we
the
have to
distance.
basically place spacers to help place them on, but like we can't use this as a spacer because it's not thick enough. We need at least double this size. So we have to go back to the hardware store. Yay us! It's not like we go there almost every second day because we forget something. Do we? Do we?
Yeah, better planning. That's what we need to do. At least me.
Well, both of us actually, but it would have been nice to actually be able to remove this. So, after a lot of time and all the Christmas and New Year and like everything else we had to do, we took a long break from actually working on our projects, and now we're picking things up again. So for our hidden computer desk, well, we left all the boards on the balcony, which was kind of damp, and now they're all kind of a little bit bent. So we'll see if this works out. So we're thinking we're just gonna pre-cut everything, like Rabbi's gonna pre-cut everything, like saw through the bits that need to be sawed through. Then I'm going to paint everything, and hopefully during assembly, everything will straighten out and kind of lock into place anyways. We'll see how that goes. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to find another cabinet to try do the same thing again. We have enough bits and pieces to make that also work. But we're still hoping this works out. I mean, this is kind of a temporary solution, but it's still in our living room, so it needs to look nice and not be a complete disaster. So yeah, so we put together the cabinet just to see how it would hold up. I'm still thinking the doors are the only thing that this is gonna hinge on, literally. The cabinet looks quite stable, I guess, except for the top part, which we could stabilize with the second board that's going under. Yeah, we'll see if it's worth painting and actually finishing it up, because I don't know if we mentioned before, but this is like, we're just trying this out. It doesn't have to be our final solution. It's just something that I stumbled upon the internet, and it looked like a fun way to hide a whole computer and desk situation, which we actually need to hide, or actually we don't, but I don't like to see it. We still have some other options. If we can't solve it in the living room, we can look at an option to solve it in the bedroom. Most of these things if we're able to put this together. We're just gonna roll with it and paint it and let it be for a while and see how it works when we actually sit and work at this workstation. Then we'll make another decision, I guess. Follow us for more exciting content as we screw up the things that we actually want to do and have to continuously change things that we're working on. So basically what we've done here is Ravi has put the whole cabinet together to see actually where the bends are, and we can, well, actually it's over here. We can mainly see that it's here. And we're hoping that when we put the supporting board that goes right underneath here, that it will reduce that bend. Now the question remains regarding the doors, which do not have anything to actually push them back. So we might have to buy and cut out brand new door parts. So we'll see how we're gonna do that. The doors are over here and they have a slight bend to them as well, although not as pronounced. So we are going to, well, continue putting this together to see if it's worth painting, or do we have to make some other adjustments before we start, well, the beautifying process of our nice new cabinet. Got as far as putting the cabinet together, and then we had to leave for a family get-together at my in-laws. Basically, we had to continue in the evening when we got back. Yesterday, I completely thought that this was not salvageable, that basically we would have to get a whole new cabinet because, I mean, everything was just way too bent, and some things like the middle drawer, which is not really an important, not a drawer, but like a panel shelf. It's not really that important, but it's still a little bit, it's more bent than I would like it to be. Let's go with that. So I was convinced that the doors would be also unsalvageable, and since the whole look depends on the doors, and it's what you see first when you enter our living room, I was definitely not going to put them, I mean, I wasn't going to use the cabinet unless the doors looked okay. And Abby put together the doors just before bedtime. We unfortunately didn't film it, but yeah, they actually looked okay. They look straight, and visually, like, unless you really look hard, there was no sign of any bending. We decided that we would continue with this cabinet. This is where we're at. We're just hoping everything works out now. Yeah, hopefully that'll be it.